Welcome to Win DC radio station. This is
the only
your
thing you
host,
can do is push it all the way
JR,
down.
here live
That's the only
at
thing
the
you're gonna be able to do. You gotta push it all the way
DGB
down.
Dream
How you know I wasn't trying to do
Believe
that in the first
podcast.
place?
You see how rude these
so.
motherfuckers
I
are
wasn't that
as I'm
rude.
trying to introduce us. This is ridiculous. I'm sick of it.
What's gonna happen if I push vote?
Nothing. It's just gonna stick. It's just gonna pop in the
Anywho,
We just talking about this wine. We trying to get right, guys.
nobody
Give
is.
y'all
Don't
some
you hate
good
when you
entertainment.
bring a bottle but you ain't got the intention to open it?
Y'all should have told me while I was out. I would have got one. But it's all
So
good.
we're trying to open this wine bottle with a key.
Sorry guys.
Oh, y'all gonna watch me open the wine
Yeah,
bottle?
that's it. Yeah, you cool, brother.
Dang,
Push
everybody in the
it
his
in
house
there.
down.
You know what I'm saying? We got a full house today. We got a full house this Sunday. You know what I mean? Full house.
Everybody was on.
Them shades.
Oh,
Feeling
Lord.
that shit took them
I love
right
it. I actually love the coat. You know what I'm saying? This is real leprechaun leather right here. You know what I'm saying?
That shit took them.
Leprechaun leather right here. Full leaf clover. You know what I mean? I love it. I'm warm already. Don't look at me like that. Jelly! Please, baby, tell us how the fuck your vacation was,
It
goddammit.
was the best.
Oh
I'm
my
already
God.
planning for the end of the year and next year.
I'm coming for the next. I'm coming for the next
Oh
one.
no, I'm dead ass serious.
No, I'm
I
dead
already
ass.
booked for next year, and
I
I
ain't
got a
booking.
call tomorrow so I can book for December.
I didn't.
Vacations are
That shit
needed.
was the bomb. It was my first cruise ever, and it was amazing.
Was you scared?
Fuck no.
Scared.
Fuck no. There's nothing to be scared of.
Shit, fall in the ocean.
Nah, because you don't feel nothing.
Can you swim?
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's where I'm scared at. I'm thinking like, nigga, if I do drown,
But
it's
you're not
over.
gonna drown because you're fully secluded. Like,
Okay.
there's really, I'm not gonna say there's no way that you can fall off because it is, but you're gonna be so involved in all the activities that they got taking place.
Right.
You're not even gonna realize that you're on the water.
Yeah.
Like we had our nights
Yeah.
where you
That's how
could
big it
feel
is.
it,
Uh,
but it wasn't like drastic. And then the guy that cleaned our room, he let my sister know that with Carnival, that's the only cruise I've been on, so I
Me
don't
too.
know about anybody else, but with Carnival, if the weather is bad, they do not go through it. They will stop where
That's
they
what I'm
are,
talking
or they will go in the opposite direction. So you really don't have to worry about anything
nah, fuck that.
at all. Like, you don't. Like,
I know,
and that
but
shit
my
was, it
imagine,
was
like,
so
you know, we
bomb.
black, like, you know what I'm saying? Our imagination is powerful. I'm
No,
thinking about octopuses.
You don't gotta.
What?
You don't
saying?
have
Like
to
I'm in
worry
the,
about that.
all I can see is that movie when that dude was in the middle of the ocean and just was nothing there. But
No, you see, you
Nigga,
don't have to
can
worry.
you-
Now,
hold
the
on.
crazy part is
Can
when you are, because
Can you
you
imagine
have to
getting
turn your
attacked?
phone on airplane mode.
Mhm.
So, because you're not going to
Because
get no
you'll get-
service.
right.
And if you do, it's going
Just
to be
roaming.
roaming and your
You
motherfucking
won't-
phone will be
Oh, yeah.
So, because you have to keep your phone on airplane mode with Google Maps, you don't know where the hell you are. But when you look out, you just see nothing but ocean and that shit. You be like, God dang. We really was on the boat, like, where the fuck are we?
where was the boat?
Well, we left from Miami. Our first stop was Ochos Rios, Jamaica. The second one was Grand Cayman, and the third one was Cozumel, Mexico.
That's
So-
how close my Jamaica is to the thing.
So when we go in
Interesting.
December, we're catching a different boat. It's called the MSC. I can't never pronounce the name right, so I'll just have to show y'all a YouTube video when I say that motherfucking boat look bomb as hell. Now I don't know if it's gonna be as fun as Carnival, because Carnival was fun as shit, like from beginning to end. I really think it was because of our cruise director. He was the bomb. His name is Schwartz.
Schwartz.
That's
He
his
Russian?
last name. No, he's from Atlanta.
Oh.
And you know, the funny thing is, when I was on that boat, right,
Uh-huh.
I kept thinking about you every time he would come on because y'all have the same personality.
Oh,
And I was like, damn,
Like
JR could
Schwartz.
probably go on there and be a fucking
Schwartz.
cruise director.
And
Because
y'all
you
gonna
have to
crash
have,
in
you
the
have to
motherfucking
have, no,
glacier?
no, you're not going to crash because he's not in charge of direction.
Oh.
That's the captain.
Oh.
The cruise director is the person
Oh,
that's
oh,
in
okay.
charge of
Yeah.
keeping everybody entertained,
Yeah.
keeping, the fun,
So when
the
he
energy.
speak the whole, everybody can hear him?
Yeah.
It don't matter where you at.
No. It depends. Because, all right, so we went sail around 4 o'clock. So around 4 o'clock, he made a big announcement, like prior to making a big announcement that we're going to have a sail party. So everybody goes to the deck. If you choose to, you don't have to. So when you go to the deck, you got, it was one spot over here where you can get drinks. There's another spot Over here,
It
you
was
get
adult.
drinks.
I mean, how was the situation? It was family oriented?
Yeah, family oriented.
okay.
They got tons of stuff for kids to do. They got little clubs for kids. They got the arcade. Anybody can go to the arcade.
Yeah.
But they have so much stuff for kids to do. But because I'm an adult, I don't really know what the kids had to do. Because my itinerary didn't involve any kid like activity. But it's a lot of shit for y'all to do, regardless. And
Well,
it's-
all right.
How much was that?
I am
How much?
happy.
I only paid $5.73.
Oh,
No, it's not all inclusive. The food is.
Okay,
And
not the drink.
you get unlimited
Nah, I need
tea,
the drinks.
water, and lemonade.
Nah. I need the
However,
drinks.
you can pay for the drinking package, which is $352
give me that.
or $367 for the whole
Added
week.
on.
Yeah, added on. That's an addition,
got a
but it's
smoker
for the
package.
whole week.
Yeah.
Smoking, you can only smoke on the deck. You cannot smoke weed. You can only smoke
Niggas gonna go look for the octopus.
cigarettes, blacks, things like that. Now, if you smoke weed, you have to do that in your room if you have a deck, and you cannot get caught because they will leave your ass.
Oh, wow.
They will leave you. They don't play. They
Well,
do not play.
all right.
But the shit
That
was
cruise
fun. I'm
just got
telling y'all.
boring.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, you don't even need to do that to have fun. Like
It's so much
you
stuff.
don't.
Yeah,
There's so
nah, I
much
feel
stuff to
you.
do. I'm
But
telling
after
y'all.
having fun, I'll be thinking about like, damn,
It's
this
like
is
the
the time where I'm
octopus
supposed to
is-
be cooling down. Yeah.
Drink. Go get a drink. The drinks aren't expensive.
Well, all right.
Altogether, for a whole week, I spent $290 on drinks, just on drinks, alone. And you spend most of your time off the boat.
Yeah.
So depending on where you go, you can get drinks and shit there, and trust
Goddamn it,
me,
you can
it's
get
worth
drinks.
it. And then, I mean, hell, fuck it. Most people went on this cruise solely to go to Jamaica to get the Jamaican weed. You just need to figure out how you gonna get that shit back on the boat. But
Oh,
What you
Well,
about to say,
yeah,
Jay?
I was about to say, you know, y'all know, she's trying to get us locked
no,
up.
because it was people
on
that
the
did it. I
water.
promise you, it was people that did it. They
But-
got a jail on the boat too.
I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. But in other news, let's give it up for Polka and her dance club. I do believe they are the
Yes.
best PG dancers in Maryland.
Bro, Emma,
Come on, I need some gunfire. I need some gunfire. Come on, give me some bangs. Polka, tell us of your experience of being a champion.
I'm tired as hell. I'm tired.
That's right.
I'm sorry, I'm really tired. I'm really hyped. I've been in the studio every day this week, every day last week. The adult company is on tour with Lonnie B. The teen
Shout out
company, shout out to Lonnie. The teen company, they just want PG Best Dance Crew with the youth company. The youth company just performed last night at Rock the Runway. Shout out to Tony Briggs, he was hosting it. Cultural Communications at Flowers High School. So I am tired. Yeah, and then we still have the docu-series. I don't know if you guys saw it, the trailer that's coming out, Beyond the Lights, our YouTube series. That's
I
coming
did
out.
see it.
So
I
check
thought
out.
it was a movie. I thought y'all
It's a
had. I
docuseries.
thought y'all had a movie. If y'all ain't see that shit, really go
Oh, yeah,
look
get
at her
into
joke.
it. You really see what really goes on. It gets background to how me and Gio formed, and me and my sister formed, and how we formed the company, and all our ups and downs, and back Lake Arbor's in it. It's a lot.
I ain't gonna lie. After I
You see
saw
me
it,
cry in it. It's a lot. You see, it's a lot going on. You get to know the dancers, so it's a
Where
And
is
then
this?
it
Where is
leads up.
this? Where can you
It's
find
going to be on YouTube on Raw Elements channel, and it leads up to our 10-year concert that's going to be at Flowers, May 26th. So get y'all tickets. It's going to be amazing, called The Masterpiece. So you guys will be there. We'll have the blue carpet, so dress to impress. You already know.
So y'all forcing my fans to
Can I
get
wish
You
can I wish
They
my back?
forcing me to get
can
in
wear
the jail.
sweatpants, but you gotta, make
freak
it.
it.
You know how
Freak
Shit,
presentation
these
is
pounds
everything.
can't come on our
So.
way
They
looking
use for the
crazy.
kids though, the raw, so kids can come too.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's for
Okay.
youth, teen, adults, like it's for everybody. It's really like a concert, like a movie all in one. Like if
I'm
you
trying
really
to
like
tell
good
ya.
hip hop music, come out.
Yeah.
If you really like dancing, my proud parents are dancing. My parents are dancing. Like, and they not giving no whoa. They not giving that old school. They're really like Aaliyah,
Yeah.
Janet Jackson,
Yeah.
Okay.
Boom Cat
They
Pat.
really
Yeah.
So I'm like
that
really excited.
Tornado.
It's a scary thing because it's like hard work really does pay off. And it's like, remember I was in Lake Arbor Rec Center, and I was like 16, 17 when we met. And just to see now, like I was just like, oh, I wanted a company, and just to see me working and moving, and it really can happen. God is real, faith and patience is real. Like I get goosebumps just talking about it because it's like I'm really living a dream. So I'm tired, but I'm just like hyped and excited that like
It's a great tire. It's a tire that's worth it.
Shout out the date again.
Oh, May 26th. So after I was high school, 6 p.m. So definitely get your tickets. Look us up on YouTube, rawelementdance.com. If you want to get your kids involved, we have classes Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Just look us up. So yeah, we're doing it for the community out here. So I'm excited.
Okay, shoot. Hey, after I saw the promo, I said, oh, this is why she didn't teach me no dance moves.
I'm gonna be cussing you out.
They
I'm
not
gonna be
gonna.
cussing you out. You are a
It's
jokester. You don't take nothing serious.
I do too.
You don't take nothing
That's what I
serious.
told him a couple weeks ago. He kept saying he could be a thug.
Oh my God.
Come on,
Listen,
because the real
man.
thugs gonna come up in here. I'm gonna be under a desk. Come on, we don't have time for that.
Listen, it's all about the art of negotiations. Okay.
What?
Art of negotiations get you out of anything.
Everyone talk.
And
Hey, listen
sing.
now.
He tried that.
I got my ways. I'm still here. I'm blessed.
Okay.
Highly favored. Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
G, how was your birthday?
Right.
How was your birthday?
Oh, that is
yeah, tell us
correct.
what happened.
Flirty 30.
Because remember last time I was watching the
Some
podcast.
old head.
I was watching them one time and she said that she didn't know what she was doing. She was like, oh, is this gonna be a regular thing? Please let people know what happened that day.
Night.
mostly at night.
Just like think about it for a second.
Oh shit, you forget.
Let me
That mean
think
you
about it for a
over
second.
That's
Yeah.
because you.
I went to, well, I was planning to go to this new lounge called 1015, I believe it's called.
That must be in the
but-
city.
Yeah, it's in the city. And but beforehand, Polka's best friend, Princess, said she wanted to get me a bottle for my birthday before I went to the club. I was like, alright, cool. So she came to pick me up after I got finished getting dressed. Took me to get some food. Then we went to the liquor store. Then she put a blindfold over my head. And
I'm like, what?
she said, don't ask no questions. And I said, hold up now. I said I ain't want no stripper.
You ain't want no stroke.
Male strippers be too aggressive.
Man, what?
You could have got a female.
Man, they be too aggressive.
Everybody.
But either way, she drove me around. It felt like she was doing donuts. Took me out the car. But she was walking me up to Polka's studio, and then when she opened the door, it was like a bunch of my friends, best friend, cousins, friends, some of the adults from the company, some co-workers. So they had a little mini surprise pre-game party for my birthday. And I felt a little special. Nice. And shout out to Polka.
You got
Yeah,
the
it
money
was
dance
nice.
for her.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah,
She
they
didn't
were doing
twerk
ones at me.
nothing.
I was like, oh my god.
Somebody else was in the building. Drunk.
She ain't twerk
Oh.
nothing though.
Who was
Who
drunk?
was drunk? Who's drunk?
Who?
Who?
You. We out
You.
Man, when I
Wasn't
say he
drunk.
was over in the corner, I was like, you good? He
Wasn't drunk.
like, what?
Wasn't
He's
drunk.
like, what?
Drunk?
Wasn't drunk.
He was
Drunk.
Okay, so
A little
I was
intoxication.
like,
That's
no
all.
more drinks for him.
No more drinks for
Oh,
him.
Man, she
God.
goes. She said, "Bring your own bottle." I don't know what I'm walking into. I bought my, I get a little lit before I get there, so we can really get lit. And I get there, her
So
daughter there. I
so
said,
you-
"Wait a minute."
So you brought a bottle and drank it on the way there.
Well, I put it in the McDonald's cup because I didn't know the situation.
Ah,
So
okay.
then I walk in, daughters was in there. I said, "Hey, I got the Henny breath. Wait a minute, this
yeah.
this ain't working. What is this? Where are we? What's about to happen?" So that's what happened with that. Oh, I have an announcement. This Friday, what is it? March 15th.
15.
March 15th, there will be a talent show going on at New Chapels Baptist Church. I will be hosting a talent show. So definitely it's a great event to come out and network with. Definitely some people there. Check out some youthful talents. See what's going on. We're just going to build from that. Okay, so that's definitely an important little date for me.
Oh, shout out my man Damon Nicholson. He a boxer from out Lord. He just won his fight out. They fought at Murder Live.
Oh,
He fought a dude that Some white dude, he got a couple people in there. He knocked his little ass out in the first round quickly.
Jesus.
My man about to be on Showtime in a minute. Word.
Okay,
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Damn, so it sounds like everybody had a good week.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't.
You got anything? I think
I'm bored. Y'all excited. I'm bored. I
Do
just
that.
had a week. It's Sunday.
You said just that next
Well, at
week,
least
so-
you made it, girl.
Yeah, she said,
You
catch me
made
next
it
week.
to a Sunday.
Yeah, maybe next week. I'm gonna have some
It
fix.
felt like Monday. I got on.
All right. Well, let's get into the shits. All right.
So,
Jesse, I am about tired of talking about this motherfucker, but goddamn
so
it.
don't talk about
I know, but
Don't do
listen,
that,
I got a question for y'all for him. If we don't have to stay on this long. Let's just get it out of the way.
Okay.
16 counts of felony charges. Does he deserve it?
No,
No.
no.
What are the charges then? 16.
Why
I
not?
think it's every lie that he.
Yeah,
Well, time out.
I'm gonna say, what's a felony lie?
Report.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
16
that's
counts?
what it is. For every lie that was in his police report.
Here's the big question: should he get jail time? Because these 16 counts can mean anything, and he can still go to court.
Because he said he can get probation or up to 4 years.
So let's ask this question. Can I ask a better question, guys?
Yeah.
Good.
Go ahead.
Should he get jail time?
No.
I think he should.
Okay.
I don't think it should be as severe as what they're trying to give him, what, like 64 years? But
Oh shit.
I think
Felony.
he needs
My nigga,
to.
16 felonies.
16
Felony.
So how many years is he looking
I
at?
gotta. You're right. No,
Oh,
you're right. That's what I was.
64
Yeah,
years.
yeah, you're right.
That's
So-
why I'm like, they're really trying to make an example out of him, which I understand. But then on the flip side of it, people have lied to the police before. People have, and then have not gotten severe
Bill
of
Trump
a.
got every goddamn
But-
Exactly.
But
So
I got it.
Lock
I'm in the middle with this.
Okay, I feel I'm with you that he should get time. Shouldn't be that long. He should get time. Maybe about 2 or 3 years.
Cause how he gonna learn his lesson? Through
Not just him.
probation
Not
or-
just him. Because let's look at it from a different window. Imagine if this goes through, right, and they found those people that he accused of doing this for him, right, and they lock these people up and they reply about it, and these people lose at least 5 years of their life, and it went that way. Would we feel like he should get 2 or 3 years, or would we feel like he should get the maximum? After
I
that,
don't feel like he should get it.
after that,
Now, why do you feel this way, Johnny?
Because hell, half these motherfuckers that lie on a daily basis don't get shit. So why should he get
That
treated
shit,
any
that white
different?
collar crime, they don't be. They be
Why
lying
should he
all
get
day long.
treated any different? I'm sorry. If you wanna play a spade, then the spade needs to be a motherfucking spade. If you wanna let everybody else slide, then let
Everybody
his
that
ass
lied on
slide
the police
too.
report, you got
Everybody
to
has
hold
done
them
that. I'm
accountable.
sorry. I'm not one of
Everybody.
them. I'm not one of those people.
I agree.
I
That
don't.
is true.
I don't do double standards. I don't do none of that shit, and I stand by it no matter what the situation is. If you wanna let everybody else slide, let his ass slide too. Point blank.
you know why I'm not going to dispute that at all. What she's saying, like,
No.
because it would go against what I want to say.
Realistically,
Yeah, because if you want to be fair,
realistically,
if you wanna be fair.
yes, but if you're not being fair when you
Yeah.
do shit like that. So I'm sorry, don't lock him up.
so should we?
Don't.
Let me just run over to this little R. Kelly situation.
Don't lock
Because
him up.
they do.
Whoa!
They do
Should we? If somebody says we need more Harvey Weinstein, we need a whole documentary of him and Adam Sandler and whoever, all these white boys that did what they did, right? Should we get that? Like, we should get that, right?
Yes.
We deserve that, right?
Yes.
So are we saying the documentaries?
I'm
So
saying
why-
the
so
documentaries
put them
need
away.
to be put out about all of these.
So
other
do y'all
personnel.
see why they trying to throw Mike in there right now though? They will.
They won't.
We're gonna help them. Sorry.
You can't help them.
Black people's gonna help. I'm telling you, I foresee these things all the time.
What do you mean?
Oprah already started it. She already doing the interviews of interviewing one of the kids that's coming out and saying, "Oh, he did molest me." She's the one putting that on her platform. It's gonna happen. They're gonna tarnish his legacy. The point I'm making is, they're picking and choosing. They can control our emotions. It's called predictive programming. This is what they do. They control our emotions with R. Kelly. While the Weinstein situation happened, R. Kelly already went to court and beat that charge, but they brought it back. You know what I'm saying? We forgot about Cuz. Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, we're not even talking about that shit no more. We on Michael Jackson. Oprah even got a show, did all this and got... Why are you talking to them kids about Mike? You need to be talking about Robert Kraft and those women that he was prostituting, those children that he was prostituting in that massage parlor. We're not talking about that. This is the point I be trying to make. Us as black people, we do that shit all the time. We're gonna make this shit an issue. every time I be, like you said, reading the comment section, I was watching the comment section about the R. Kelly situation, and every time I seen somebody say, nah, we gotta start talking about white folks, we have our own people just, it's like, yo, we be going back and forth with each other, and they love it. They from the outside looking in, white folks, all other ethnicities from the outside looking in. Look at these fools. They can't even have one mindset to go forward with one thing. Everybody's, you know what I'm saying? And that's how.
But that's because, like I told you before, people don't know how to have a true discussion without getting their emotions into it. Like people honestly, not all, but most people honestly don't know what agree to disagree means. It's either you agree with what I say or you agree with what I say. It's like they can't. It's like they're afraid to think outside of the way that they think.
You're absolutely
because
right.
they know that if you prove a point, then they want to look stupid, and they feel like if you make me look stupid, now, nah, baby, it's not about that. We're having a full-blown, genuine conversation. You feel how you feel because it's been when this whole R. Kelly shit first came out. If I could screenshot the conversations I've had with multiple women, and I'm like, baby, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, I just don't agree to it. It's a difference. But it's like when you say that comment, it doesn't register. They're like, but how can you say you understand but don't agree? Easily, I understand what you're saying, I just don't agree. Point blank, period. You can agree. Thank you. I know perfectly what you're saying, but for me, that's not, my spirit ain't moving me to agree to that. It's not doing that.
Right.
Because with this whole R. Kelly shit, I just think back when I was younger.
So here's the thing about black folks. Do we have a basis where that even if we don't agree and we disagree to something, we have a one base that we be like, but this has to be, it has to be this. You understand what I'm saying? Like white folks will disagree and agree to certain things, but they know together, like they know they got to stick together.
We will never get there. Because like I said, it's always my way or my way. It can never be respect what you say, and we bring it together on one type of way. It will never be that way. It will never be that way because everybody feels like their opinion is right. And when I tell you I had to say this comment over and over and over again, I said, baby,
and it's not everybody.
It's not a fact.
It's
an opinion, and it is exactly that.
This one really fuck everybody.
So you can't put
and it's a gender thing. It's a male and female thing.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Explain yourself.
So the common ground that we're trying to get to as black folks and in our community, right? We have to make sure that the male is leading, right? Right? Because that's how white folks do it. That's how other ethnicities do it, right? So I say this shit all the time. So we're bumping heads with things that we believe in as males that our women don't believe in, which is the problem, right? There's a lot of things that me and you probably go hand in hand with, and you probably go hand in hand with.
Right.
And because you have a woman that don't go hand in hand with that and she don't agree with that, we got to compromise. Why? Because we got to reproduce, right? Right? So this is our situation. So, to your point, you have the mindset, like a lot of women are not the same. You have the mindset that a lot of men would have about the R. Kelly situation. Because the first thing you said, me and you was both on the group chat. We were both saying like, yo, that's crazy. Where the fuck is the father at? Like, how the fuck this daughter, on a weekday, fucking with a grown, but we see things differently. So to a woman, the first thing she sees is, man, they manipulate, to the point where you can't even say anything.
You cannot
manipulate
unless that person wants something too. You cannot. That's like going to a fucking car salesman. A car salesman cannot sell you the car that you don't want unless you really want that car. If I go in there and say I want a motherfucking Bentley and he's trying to sell me a Rolls Royce, he has to really do some convincing for me to get that shit.
Yeah.
But if my heart is set on a motherfucking Bentley, my nigga, ain't nothing you can say or do that's gonna make me want that motherfucking Rolls Royce. At the end of the day, I don't believe in the word manipulation. I don't.
Do the women?
I don't.
Do the women that?
Exactly. Nobody can. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Nobody can make you do what you do not want to do. If you feel that shit in your heart and in your spirit, in your soul, or whatever it is that tells you not to do something, if you disagree disagree with that or step outside of that, that's because that's their choice.
Or if you go with
wanted
it,
to
that's the
make.
choice that
Exactly.
you wanted to make.
Exactly. At the end of the day, everything is
So
about
when
a choice.
when people like me and her say, look, we got to talk about our young girls being promiscuous because that's an issue in our community. Nah, we got to talk about the grown men that's actually entertaining these girls that are promiscuous. And I'm thinking to myself, like, it got to do with both. But when you go back in history, older men date young women all the time. So for a grown man to be trying to talk to a younger woman, unless it was rape, that younger woman has to be in a situation where she feels the way she understands, like, yo, you're too old, I'm not ready for that.
Actually having this conversation on the boat, and a statement that I had made was, I feel like how people kept trying to say, oh, but they're young, their brains aren't fully developed. They know that
right
bullshit.
I knew it.
They know
When I
But
was
y'all need to
A 16-year-old turned me out.
as a kid,
Shitting me.
as
Right.
a teen, curiosity is the number one thing that drove us to do a lot of the shit that we fucking did. The goddamn curiosity.
Kills the cat.
And now they
Well,
have more.
That's
Booty.
what it was. It ain't had shit to do with nothing else. It was the
You gotta get one of those.
curiosity. Because as teenagers, as kids, that's when we make the most mistakes. Because of what? Curiosity.
Yeah, and
They
gotta
tell
like
you
the
not to do
experience.
something, and in your mind, you're like, nah, if I do it, it's not gonna happen to me. I was
Exactly.
Without
trust me,
thoroughly
growing up,
explaining it.
I said that shit
Hey,
to my parents.
Jelly,
so many
you grew up with your father
fucking
real quick? I'm sorry.
No, my father.
didn't?
My father was in my life. He's still in my life, but I never lived with my dad. My dad was in the military. He traveled a lot. My mom went with that
But
shit. so
was
we
he
ain't
was,
do that shit.
was he like somebody that was like you, somebody that
He was
he
someone
barked
that
that you listened to?
He's someone that I confided in. No, I went against my father a lot of times
Okay.
because, like I was saying, my famous quote to my dad was, "Just because it happened to you doesn't mean it's going to happen to me." Because curiosity did take a toll on my life, and curiosity put me in good places.
I think if y'all
it
lived
put me
together,
in
you
bad
wouldn't be
places.
talking like that. Though.
I promise you, I probably wouldn't. I say
yeah.
that to my dad all the time. I
Yeah.
said, I feel like if I was to live with you, I would probably be in a different
Yeah, absolutely.
life.
Situation.
A
Absolutely.
different life, 100%.
Absolutely.
But I'm not ungrateful for where I am because a lot of my learnings and a lot of my observations and a lot of my self-teachings as well
You
as
shouldn't
listening
be.
to other people, I now know what to teach my daughter.
Through experience, you
So
wiser and everything.
therefore, I will talk to my
I
daughter.
guarantee you that R. Kelly situation doesn't happen to either one of y'all.
No, it's not.
It's
I
not
mean,
but now the
so, I
thing
mean,
is, but
money
it,
can-
it
and then-
didn't happen to me.
I gotta-
only
Even
because
if
I'm
somebody
not
came up to you like, yo, look, I got $1 million. I'm trying to spend the night with your daughter. That's what the fuck he was doing. That's the type of shit he was doing.
like that shit.
But let me ask
doesn't
you this
even
though.
supposed to
But how many women in
the
DC?
though?
Hold
The
on.
women-
How many
the
women in
though?
DC right now? I'm sorry, y'all, real quick. I just need. How many women y'all think in DC, Southeast DC right now would take $1 million if they had a 10-year-old daughter?
A whole bunch.
That shit is a problem,
A
bro.
whole bunch because everybody's mentality is mental. It's money. Everything is money, money, money. If I have money, I can do this. If I have money, I can do that. Money is shit for real.
Money makes you lose your morals.
Money doesn't, like, even in college, I had met a dude and he used money to attract women.
Yup.
When I say that shit was the biggest turnoff to me, like, he introduced himself and everything. I thought he was attractive, thought I was attractive. He pulled out a wad of money. I looked at him like, what's this? What's that? I said, what you mean?
He
I'm
don't
just
know
showing-
who your
he's talking
cousins
about-
are,
he's talking
who
about,
your
I'm just
brothers
showing you-
are.
I'm just showing you that I got money. I said, for what?
Tripping.
During this conversation that we had, did you hear me say anything about money? Did you hear me say anything that led you to believe that I was the type of woman that gave a fuck about the type of money that you had? Because first of all, we're both in college, so I'm not expecting you to have money. So the fact that you
You know what?
told
I won't
yourself
go so
that
far.
that
that's
shit
probably-
was
that's
attractive
I'm
to
about to
me.
touch on something.
Yeah, look, the fact that he ain't, I want you to hop on. Go ahead,
Like,
bro.
Cause that was so crazy because I had a conversation with one of my good guy friends, and he was saying that he was saying that he never really had a relationship with his mom and dad where he saw I love you and he saw that I feel like the huggy,
The
love
affection
thing.
and
All
all
he saw was protect, provide,
Okay.
money. So,
Okay.
cause I always was like,
That's
okay, why you
understandable.
don't tell a girl you love her? Why you? He never understand how to
Show
emotionally show that
Got it.
affection. All he
Got
can show is
money.
diamonds
Money.
and
Diamonds.
I got
clothes.
you. I got you.
So
I feel
I
that. I
just
feel
I
that.
understand
Yeah,
what
I
you
understand
say
that too.
automatically because I'm the same person.
But-
Like I don't
but
need
that's
that.
understandable.
But
But
then
the
when I
thing
heard
is,
that from him,
if
I
you-
was like, oh, I totally get you. I
Right.
totally understand
Right.
because you never saw I love you. Okay, we're good.
See, but
we're
then
cool.
that's gonna cause
we can care about
friction in
each
his
other.
relationship.
Yeah, it
Exactly.
is.
That's why he don't
Because
have a relationship.
He probably just get
Because
up in the morning, his Paul probably get up in the morning, say,
depending
go to
on
work,
how
come back.
depending on
Yeah.
how old he is, is and the type of woman that he goes for, now that woman has to take on that responsibility to teach and show him that.
And you know, us females,
and depending on
we
his
wasn't raised
age,
like that.
he's probably not going to want to step outside of that because for him, he might feel like that's weak, that's not manly and all this other shit. And it's like, nigga,
You know how many females find that attractive though?
find what attractive.
Just that.
Not showing no emotion.
Schooling and teaching on
Yo,
that.
time out.
I don't have time for that
Listen,
no more.
Jen.
I don't
No,
When
no,
you
no,
were in
no,
high
you
school
know what?
and
You know what?
college,
You are right. You know why?
Dylan,
Because
your mama
females
gotta
like
do
to
that.
build up
Mama.
men.
Oh, my quote. Let me hold on. Let me quote. Can I say my quote? Can I say my quote?
Me and my sisters was just having this conversation on a cruise. And I said, the average successful woman does not go for a successful man because to her, she can build him up. It's a control thing. The average female likes to be in control. So for them, they want a man that isn't on the same level because to them, they're like, oh, well, I can do this. I can tell him how to do this. I can tell him how to do that. She can basically treat him like a pet or like a pup. Therefore, that's why you see a lot of guys. That's why you see a lot of guys that go to. I want to say this is why they do interracial relationships.
Jenny, real quick, about your quote. The quote says, "We live in a society where our women rather try to teach weak men instead of listening to strong men, so they believe."
So where's strong men at?
Like they here.
Where?
I feel like
They're
there
here.
are some strong men.
They're just. He's not attractive to you. He's not attractive. You're not attracted to him.
Don't play that. No, don't.
Talk your shit, Julian.
Initially,
Talk your shit.
the strong man.
Don't say you're not because we are all a different breed. I'm different from Jelly. I'm different from G. We are.
He already tried to holler at you
You don't
several
know.
times. Yes, I
You
did.
don't know.
And you carried him because you probably looked at his shoes.
It's not even.
He probably was still
Somebody
studying.
didn't look at this shit.
I mean, come on. You probably said.
Communication is key to me. That's standard. But if you were my friend, and if you were my friend first and wasn't trying to hop on and be my dude,
But
you
listen,
understand.
but listen, But let me tell you something about the. Let me tell you something about the strong man. Let me tell you something about the strong man. The strong man at this point, like, damn, I can't get no
But
girls.
some
Well, how
strong
can I
men-
get girls?
But some strong
Who do
men
I
are
see
too
getting
strong.
girls? At this point, they already changing now.
But some strong
Who do
men
I
are
see
too
getting
strong.
girls?
That's the
Oh,
problem.
these kind of niggas getting girls.
There
Well, I
is
need to
no-
start
there
acting
is
like
no
that.
equal-
This when you start having these weak ass niggas just start looking tough. Like that nigga that had all the bread and all that. That's a weak ass nigga.
Oh, yeah,
Those are the ones that's getting all the girls.
yeah.
All of them. The weak ones are the ones getting all the girls. The ones who really ain't got shit, you know what I'm saying? Really don't care about fashion. Just, I'm trying to make sure I get this paper together. I'm trying. They not getting no play.
But the reason I feel like they're not getting no play because their approach is big.
Okay.
I feel that, but I also feel like across the board,
What's the proper
What's a
approach?
low key?
man and women, I feel like there is no balance within ourselves. Because you can't say that you want a strong man, but you don't know how to be a submissive woman. You can't say that you're a strong man, but don't know how to tap into that
Absolutely.
emotional side.
Yeah,
So I feel
that's
like
true.
across
That's
the
true.
board, there's
That
a lot
is
of
true.
You have to learn
imbalance.
how to
And-
juggle it.
I was just about to talk about this from the
and
female
trying to-
perspective,
and
because I
trying to
do
do
talk
that
about.
is so hard because right
Exactly.
now,
I will say-
I'm about to be 30 and I be damned if I teach a nigga how to do anything.
Yeah.
For you.
Amen.
I
Yeah.
ain't teaching nobody. Now that I
Listen,
got a kid,
I feel
that's
so
it.
sorry
That's
for
it.
women in this
That's
generation,
it.
yo.
That's it.
Because
That's what I
I'm
gotta
going on
say.
niggas
That's
real
what I
quick for
gotta
you, Daddy. I'm
say.
going on niggas for you real quick.
That's it.
We're in a generation where the 70s happened, the women liberations happened, and they independent. So these are the 90s and the early 90s and the late 80s children, the men that are in your field right now that you're dating, right? These are the men that was raised by their mothers, and their mothers loved them more than their fathers, or whatever the case may be, treated him like a king and everything that comes with that, which is why what they know about how to get girls is what they see on TV, because they're not learning from their mothers. They're not learning from no father figure.
Cardi
you know what I'm
B.
saying? So every nigga right now, like you, Jay-Z had the song. Even if this happened, Jay-Z had that song, "The Power of the P-U-S-S-Y."
It's
Niggas
powerful.
will do anything for pussy, right?
Yeah.
Right. So there are niggas who would just. I know so many niggas who just like will get jobs, right, and then just get fresh for that night, for that weekend or whatever, just so they can. Yeah, all the time. I see that shit all the time.
Oh,
You know you ain't
They
gonna
wear
have
the
it by
flyest
Monday.
outfit
You
on
know you're not gonna.
purpose.
But look, y'all fall for that shit.
No,
though.
the fuck
no,
I
yes,
know.
no, not y'all. But listen, let me finish. Let me finish. Queen, let me finish.
for it.
Not you all.
That means nothing.
Not you all, but
See,
That shit
you
is
know,
tacky
I
as fuck.
understand.
Yeah,
Because you know
it
why?
is.
Because the average nigga that try to put on his most expensive shit, the shit don't
But-
fucking match.
but-
Yeah,
And it be
the house-
looking-
All right, let's talk about that girl that came out that night, JR. Let's talk about that girl that came out that night.
They
The
got
girl
on
that came out
Gucci,
that night.
Versace, Louis.
She been on Instagram, she been on Tinder, she been on whatever, and niggas not really trying to take her out. Everybody just want to come over and chill. Woo woo. This nigga finally got his check. He fresh, woo, and he gonna take you out. He gonna drop that brick. He got you. Cause no, not you per se, but this is what's going on. This is,
No,
but this,
you're right. This is
but,
what's going on.
but these are the weak ass lame niggas I'm talking about. Like,
You're right.
so I feel like if you're rapping to a nigga and he not even talking about shit that pertains to future economic investments or, you know what I'm saying, things just y'all two to get for growth, thank you for the word. If you're not hearing these kind of words and these kind of conversations, you within the next 2 weeks, I'm telling you, don't let a nigga feel like, oh, I need a couple. Within the next 2 weeks,
I had with you within the first couple hours.
you feel me? Like, right?
As soon as a nigga say,
Get-
"Oh
get-
yeah, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm trying to be a
No,
rapper."
you gotta get. No.
I'm sure they not all saying they
I
No.
can't. I can't.
No.
They're not all.
You don't even gotta
about
give
to
him that
have her
2 hours.
fly
You'd be surprised. The
Or
average
they say
nigga,
that
because
entrepreneur, that low key mean
they
sell
sell
drugs.
it.
Well, I'm a working man. I'm lying.
But I ain't got time.
What-
What- what's-
I ain't got
what's-
time for that.
okay.
Sorry.
I just want you to
Let
answer
me-
my question of where.
Where the strong men at?
Yeah.
She wanna know where the
I
strong men
just
at.
really want to know.
I feel like I'm a
She
strong
wanna
man.
know where the strong men at.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I think JR's a strong man.
Oh, that's damn right.
He's a funny man. But I will knock that ass back out.
That's. I think
What's your definition of a strong man?
Yep.
There we go.
somebody.
That's what we-
Okay. There you go. Somebody who has their mind mentally prepared to be in a relationship, right? Mentally prepared to take care of children because that's the next step in a relationship. Found themselves spiritually, because I don't want to say religion. Not everybody religious. Found themselves spiritually, and you know willing to do what it takes to take care of their family. That's a strong man.
But
If you
not
mess-
just, you can't just do mentally. You gotta be physically,
Yeah.
emotionally.
Okay.
Like that's
It's
just
mental.
So
You
the
just read
emotional
one
part.
The emotional part.
That's when the woman, the backbone. That's when you can kick in.
but
That's
it's hard.
Yeah.
it is. It is hard.
Because the average strong
But
man,
the woman that gets that
the
taps
average
that, gets
strong
the ring.
man does
Imagine
not
that.
like
though.
to listen.
You know that though, right?
Because
Listen.
if you
No,
sit
no,
up
no,
there
well,
and
listen
try
to
to help
what?
a strong man, he says
No,
that
no,
you're
no, no, no,
nagging.
no,
He
listen.
says that you're complaining.
You sound like my mom. Exactly. You
Oh
sound
no,
like
no,
my
no.
mom.
We're talking about the emotional part, right?
Exactly. And when you try to get a man to tap into his emotions, you're nagging. Why you don't spend
How would you try to
time
get
with
somebody
me?
to tap into their emotions? Like say me and you in a relationship, and I'm coming home. I'm just watching TV. I'm not really giving you no affection. I'm not even kissing you. I'm just going to work. Coming home, same shit.
Yeah, if you do the same shit every day, I'm gonna ask you what's going on.
Yeah, that's
what's
a
wrong?
problem.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna ask you one time. One time only, maybe twice, depending on the situation. What's wrong? Is something on your mind? How was your day? If you say nothing and I can tell something is bothering you, I'm going to keep it the fuck moving. Don't catch no huff and puff attitude with me, because a bitch asked. You chose not to say nothing.
I'm not begging over here.
I asked
Yeah.
you, and I'm not about to keep asking you, because that is not in me to do no more. I'm the fuck sorry. When I asked you that one time, now if we living together, I'm sorry, I'm a strong believer, don't go to bed mad at each other, whatever. Again, if I ask you when you come home and you say nothing, I can see something is clearly bothering me. Because it ain't hard to tell when something is bothering me. Because most of the time something bothering y'all just stare the fuck in the space.
Yeah.
Just staring, that's it. Like y'all just focus.
So do you think the nagging on our part comes from when we say nothing and you continue to ask?
Sir,
I don't think men really know what nagging
Y'all keep
is.
throwing out be loyal, ride or die, have my back. And then when we do that, y'all confuse that with, oh, she's mothering me, she's controlling me, she's so
Sometimes
sometimes
Oh, control is the number one word.
Okay.
Niggas like,
What do
Okay,
you
wait,
What do
wait,
you
wait.
want? Do you want me to just focus on myself and just
I got
do
one.
me? Then I'm
Then you don't be
selfish.
mad,
Then I'm
yeah.
selfish. I'm focused on
when I
myself.
step back and
But
stop
if
caring so
that's-
much,
exactly.
now it's a problem. But when I
Exactly.
was all
And
into
y'all be
you,
more on y'all periods than we do with all these mind switching switches and moves that y'all had. We just trying to keep up. But then y'all want us to submit. Y'all want us to just follow your lead, but we don't even know where you leading us to.
Thank
You don't
you.
know. Like, come on, man. Get out of
And
here
you
with that.
can't lead without communication. I'm sorry.
And then
It
you
don't
want to
work
turn
that way.
around and nag.
Because
Don't do that.
sometimes
And then you want to
just
turn
because-
around and say that we mad,
Yeah.
we broken, we
Yeah.
upset because
Yeah.
we frustrated
Yeah.
on what's going on with the situation.
Yeah.
Because we want to have your back because you a strong man. But are you though?
Yep.
Because you can't listen to a strong
Yeah.
woman.
And the crazy part is the average strong man chooses not to listen to a strong woman because he feels like the woman isn't always right.
Thank you.
And sometimes just because you feel like your mind is telling you that leading this way is the right thing, we have a better solution. So we're trying to let you know, let's do this. But men feel like, oh no, I can't listen to you. Just like, matter of fact, it was something, what was that little shit during Valentine's Day that what's his name, Russell Wilson, Sierra's husband, he made that little video and he talked about how he listened to his wife, and then Denzel Washington made a post talking about how he listens to his wife, and everybody tried to clown them because they said they listen to their wives. That is what a strong man really does.
Yeah, no, I
They-
Because
That's
at
right.
the end of the day, as much as men don't like to admit it, women do know what's best. Because
I believe so.
men from what I see and from what I observe and just from personal situations dealing with different type of guys, men are surface thinkers.
Yeah.
Women
Thinkers, yeah.
are not.
Yeah.
Women think about the present, the future, and damn sure the past, depending on what happened. So for us, yes, we are way more logical than the average man might think that we are. It's just
Nah,
that we
that's not
express
true.
ourselves with emotion.
Nah, that's not true.
Therefore, with men, y'all just think for the moment.
That's
All right, well,
not
this
true.
gonna get us here for right now. Nah, we're not trying to just get right here for right now. We're trying to get to the next step, and the next step, and the next step, and the next step. And that's where men fall short because they feel like if you actually listen to your woman, that's going to push you back and makes you feel less of a man.
No.
No.
All right, I
You
let
got it
y'all
all
talk.
wrong.
Okay.
I let y'all talk.
Go ahead.
Yeah, hey, you know, I show respect to this dude. I always listen to y'all.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Y'all
Go
made
ahead.
some
Yeah, go ahead.
good ass points. You know, I seen that situation with my brother too. My brother, they was about to fix the in the kitchen. They was getting ready to fix something on the counter in their house, and she was telling him like, we need this particular kind of counter because this something was going on in the kitchen. She knows the kitchen, so she was telling him, this the kind of counter we need. Make sure you order this one.
Right.
He liked the particular kind of counter, and he was like, "Nah, I'm getting this one." So he bought that joint. That joint ain't fit. Ooh, he had to return and pay all the money and return it. And she was just sitting there like, "Nigga, I told you."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So you're right in that aspect. Like, you know, niggas sometimes do need to listen. Understood. To say that y'all more logical than us maybe is far fetched. I think you
I think we have
can't
more
say.
logical approaches than y'all do.
I don't
Yes,
think that either.
definitely.
I don't think that either. I think, first of all, when you say that we're surface thinkers, which means 2 + 2, 2 + 2 = 4, like that's a simple thinker, I think that person is more logical than anybody that tries to add mustard to thinking about other things. Anyway, but the other point that you made about what else point she made?
About 7.
Nah,
Like,
she said
Oh,
something.
that's that surface thing. It's like, no, it's like, no.
No. I was trying. They
There
all
you
made
go.
some good ass points. So she said something too, and then she ended up pointing at me. I thought she was talking about me. I was like, nah, don't take it personally.
Nah, you
Nah, I know.
don't never take nothing
Nah, I know.
personal.
But you was like, and y'all niggas want us, and
You want a female to be a rider, basically.
right,
But then
and
when
be,
they do that,
and then speak.
now
Okay,
you
yeah,
want to
okay,
say
that's
that
what she was
she's
saying.
controlling and all this other stuff.
I think there's particular situations where a nigga, where I feel like if you don't let a nigga, like about what you say, like you know how y'all say y'all hold things and y'all keep track of things in the back of y'all mind. I think niggas do that too. I think there's times when a nigga feel like he wanted to make a decision on something and then it doesn't work out. I'm saying this by experience, and I'm also saying this by some shit that I've heard from a couple of my people, some of my friends. So if you didn't give him that opportunity to take that lead, that can be something that he's keeping in the back of his mind. So now it's like an alter ego thing, like, nah, the next shit I gotta make sure I get it type of thing. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like regardless if you wrong or not about it, he gonna make sure he try to get it because he feel like, nah, nigga, you're not gonna up me, you're not gonna always you. So I think that's where that goes to because I've put myself in that
It's
situation.
kind of like,
I got you.
men, just to help you out, Jenna, it's kind of like men are, we're competitive.
Yeah.
But you
know what I'm
shouldn't
saying?
have to be competitive with
You're
your
right.
woman.
I'm
Yeah,
talking about
listen.
it's a
You
competitive.
shouldn't.
It's a competitive gene.
You should.
It's something
But
that
if
we're
you-
not trying to do.
If your woman
Not
has a
with the person
competitive
trying to
gene,
share everything with.
But
Not
the
with
thing,
that
but the
person
thing
that's
is,
your
with the
whole.
right woman, she's not going to have a competitive gene
But
because she's going to be automatically.
this is good
submissive
dialogue
to you.
actually, because I know
She's
I
going to be
think.
submissive to you, and she's going to want to push you.
But
to
if
be
it doesn't
the
seem
best.
that way from the surface thinker and from the surface view, if he's looking at it from the outside, like, yo, why she always challenging me? Like, why this? He's
Because
not,
she
He wants
sees
the
more.
best.
She
Yes,
sees more
he
in
wants
you.
the best.
She
We
don't
see
want you to just do the
potential that y'all don't
standard
But again-
bullshit.
okay, at that point, I think you shouldn't be talking to that person.
Why?
I agree.
You,
Because at
yeah,
that point, if you gotta pull all of that.
yeah,
Alright,
yeah. At that point,
But
you
that's
might
why a lot of
want.
I
He's
know
not.
that my last relationship ended because I said I see potential in you that you don't even see in yourself.
Right.
So it was frustrating when I would keep saying, "Oh, come on, let's do this, because I've always messed with basketball players. Let's do this, let's go to the gym, let's go to the
Okay.
gym, let's do this, let's
Perfect
do this."
example.
And then they'd be lazy. I'm like, "Yo, like, come on, let's do this. You're nagging me. You're doing too much. You sound like my mom.
Neighbor.
You're not my coach." But, okay, and that's exactly why
Okay,
I left.
we can
But
go
then
away.
I was the problem. So I'm about,
Good.
"Oh, she made me do too much. This is." I'm like, "No, I'm trying to have your back and let you.
But
You say you want to be, overseas, play basketball, da 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 da. I'm trying to get you to where you want to go. If I'm not doing that, I'm not doing my job as
But
a
I
woman."
can't
Yeah,
even lie. I can't even lie.
I'ma
If
stop
a dude
you.
did that to me, I'd be so
I'ma stop you.
off-key,
Right,
off-key.
Key.
And dudes have done that to me in the business industry. And it does throw me off and it does make me mad.
Some
It's
I-
people that are connected out here that no artists or managers that are like, "Oh, you a CEO, you're a dancer, and yeah, you popping, you on this level, but this is what you need to do and this is what you need to do," and they start being a manager to me, and it's like, yo, I just want to date you. I don't want you to date me and my company and my money and all this other stuff. So I
You gotta
totally
get that.
get how guys feel with the whole mother and son thing. But the thing is, you flip it and you want us to be so, hold my money. Make sure I get to my class. Make sure I go to the gym. Make sure I do this. You want me to be your mother, but then you want me to be your girl.
You don't.
So it's
Guys,
like,
let me say. Oh, let me
I
catch
get
y'all real
it.
quick.
I get it.
Hey, listen.
JR been holding
No,
it for
JR.
a minute. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Hey,
go
don't-
ahead.
Go ahead. He been holding it. Go
So
ahead, JR.
a weak man. Stay like these are
They gotta stay
symptoms.
far away from
Yeah, that's a weak
Yeah.
man.
far.
So how many niggas get? You know, when niggas get married, most of the time they already established. They finally found themselves. I think the whole concept of being with a dude and being there from his ground up and working with him, that's a fault. That's like going to the NBA. That's like 1 in a million. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not really gonna work out for you. You be with this nigga, you get him the way he wanna get to, he fuck around and leave. And that shit happens more times than a nigga actually wifing somebody. Which is why when you see somebody do wife somebody, like a LeBron situation, it's such something to talk about. That's because it's 1 in a million, you know what I'm
But
saying?
why is it though?
This is my thing. So to stay away from that, you're not gonna find a lot of genuine niggas like that. Those kind of people, you're not gonna find those kind of niggas like that. What you gonna get is you might want to just wait till you're established and find somebody who's also established. Make sure he's also, because I reckon women not to date with men that make less money than you. No bullshit. I promise you, please. I reckon women to date, don't date men who make less money. If he's not established, don't do it. If he's saying, "Oh, my bread from me," did it like that child shit, and he don't got a bank account, and you're that kind of person who has a, don't do it, because you already gonna start bumping heads. You know what I'm saying? These are a whole bunch of signs, but these signs might get blinded because the dick was good, because he had some bread, because he was attractive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I gotta fight those things. I think, like I said, I keep talking about the power of the pussy. Like, if all women decided not to talk to no nigga until they was established, every nigga getting established. If you ain't getting no pussy until you, niggas sit all day by the time they 15, like, yo, yeah, I got some cheeks from Shorty, I got some, she in the 12th grade. But if you ain't getting no pussy unless you had straight A's, all them niggas will be in class.
Yeah,
That is true.
Well, we don't know. We ain't tested
Alright,
out
now
yet.
what was you gonna say, JR? I'm trying to see.
Shit.
You remember?
That right. He been holding this shit for a
Hey
minute.
man, no, but y'all doing great, man. I love the dialogue, but I guess I was just gonna say, we gotta understand that these are completely different times, and we're talking about things that were kind of like the first front work back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
these dudes today are not trying to even put forth the effort to be a strong man.
Yeah.
To your point, Kia,
It's easy to get pussy.
it's too easy to get pussy.
Yeah.
It's really like a sport now, especially with
How much can
Instagram,
you
Twitter,
get?
Snapchat.
Yeah, the social
you can
media.
get pussy.
Social norms set
If you're
the
not getting
moment.
pussy today, you're a serial killer.
No,
You're a
if,
sociopath.
if you're not getting pussy, you're getting clowns.
Yeah.
In fact,
Oh, yeah.
niggas will commit suicide because they
And that's
getting
what- and
clowned
that's exactly-
they're not getting pussy.
And that's exactly where I was about to go with it.
Okay,
Like it's like
so-
it's really getting to the point where it's like it's tapping into the mental aspect of, well, if I'm not
not a
getting
man.
pussy,
Okay.
I'm not a man.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You know what I'm saying?
So since y'all want to focus so much on the promiscuous women, where are the men to keep these young men guided
You're right.
and focused
You're
and let
right.
them know that pussy
They're
is
being
not
raised-
everything.
Here's the thing.
But
those men that
in
you're
my
talking
paper,
about,
I told you all this happened. You know this is a new thing, right? This isn't something that happened prior to 1970s.
I'm not saying that it is. I don't give a fuck if
So
it's
I'm
new
telling
or
you-
old. I'm telling you, starting today,
Where are they?
where are the men
Mhm.
that will teach these young men, just like you have women that want to teach these young women,
Mhm.
where are these young men? I don't give a fuck about what happened in the past. I'm
Well-
worried about right now.
well,
So if this is a major thing
the
right
change
now,
gotta change.
then where the hell are the men to make that change? These little boys ain't gonna change on their own without the proper guidance.
I
As a
mean,
woman, I can't
we
guide
gotta-
no man to be
Well,
no
Joe,
man.
we gotta
You
look
can
at
do
we gotta
your
look at the
Well,
numbers.
look at it like
We
this
gotta look
though.
at the
How
numbers.
many
We got
how many of
niggas
them
that's
have
in jail,
fathers?
right?
It
That's
doesn't
what I'm
matter
saying.
if they have fathers.
It
You have
does.
mentor groups, you have little big brother.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
the stuff I'm trying to do. Of course.
Mentor you into
Of
a young
course.
man,
But
you don't
I do that all the time
So
though.
therefore,
Oh, I do that all the time.
so
I
that
can't
is not
reach the whole
Christian.
everybody.
I just feel like
I'm talking
people.
about the
Yeah.
numbers.
And
I
I'm
feel
talking
like
about
people
number
keep trying to
wise.
use this, but they don't have their mother, they don't have their father as a reason to not be that change that they need. Just because they don't
Oh, no,
have a father
absolutely.
doesn't mean
Oh,
you can't
that's
step
not-
in.
That's
Yeah.
not.
And
That's
you
not
don't-
what
and
I'm
you
saying.
know I
You're
really do
absolutely,
know
you're
I'm teaching,
absolutely
right?
right.
So I-
But if we're talking about the numbers, we're talking about there's millions of single family homes or just kids running amok in the street.
Very
Okay.
true.
These kids is fucking dangerous now.
Right.
You can't just talk like there's something really wrong with these niggas.
No, and I get that. So again,
So when we try to
Where-
talk to them, like I'll use me for example. I try to talk to kids a lot, especially a lot that come with me. But it's only the ones who's gonna be receptive. Who is
Okay.
who's
but
gonna
I
listen?
feel like everybody can be receptive. You just have to have a different approach.
Yo, we
You
gotta
can't-
stop having these kind of
You
children.
can't approach
Period.
everybody the same
Like
way.
we like
No,
how
I
do
do
we?
feel like to a certain degree there
I
are
got
some
you,
parents that
Thomas,
should not be
hold on.
parents.
Yeah, like, I mean, stop that. If
By
you're not
me
ready to have
working in
children.
pediatrics, I see
children
that
not
shit
having children out
every
here, so that's a big
Exactly.
thing.
And,
Children
and,
not having
it's,
children
Exactly.
out
and
here.
it's so hard, and when I see it at
But
work,
listen,
I'm just like,
She said, "What
Jelly,
you
but
mean?"
look,
What
we got
the
men,
fuck?
we got fathers that are locked up. We got fathers that are down low. We got
We have
killed.
fathers who
We got
are
fathers
being
that are
spited out of the kids' lives.
We
Yeah.
got fathers that are being
Yeah.
spited. We got ain't shit.
But
dudes.
she's right though. That's at this point.
That
At this
shouldn't be
point,
an
it shouldn't even
excuse.
be an excuse.
it shouldn't
anymore.
be an
For
excuse.
us, no, it's not an
Yeah,
excuse.
it's not for us.
But to deliver that message to
To a,
them,
yeah, to a 14,
to a 14-year-old that
to
ain't
a
seen nothing but
17-year-old.
drugs being sold,
That shit
murders
hard.
being happening.
Jetty, that shit hard.
That
listen,
shit-
But I do it though.
I did not say it was easy or hard.
Mhm.
I did not say that. It's going to be hard no matter how you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
But where are those persons that will step in and dedicate themselves to make that change? Don't talk about it, but don't
Yep.
be about it.
That's the word
Don't
dedicate.
sit over here and
Uh-huh.
say, oh, well, I want to sit over here and see this, and these little boys
Yep.
need this, these little boys need that, and you know the fucking circumstances. You know that their father's not around. You know that they're in the streets. You know they don't have family. So why don't you be that person to do that? Yeah, they might not be receptive the first 20 fucking times you try to get that shit to their fucking head, but that doesn't mean to give up.
Exactly. That
Because that's the
perseverance.
reason they are the way that they are now, because so many fucking people give up.
on that.
You can't approach them. You can't approach a hood nigga the same way you would approach a suburban child. You can't do that.
Man.
You can't expect them to sit over there and know what it's like
I-
to have a fucking family
I
that's
think
going to
there are
dedicate
organizations
everything
that
to
like
them.
that. But there's so
have
many
organizations.
organizations. I mean, there's so many organizations for.
Hold-
Here's the
hold-
thing though.
hold on,
You know how
Jelly,
you
before
get.
you go, what you about
I
to say?
said you
Kate?
don't have to have organizations. You see a young boy in the store.
I do that all the
Say,
time.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's
I do
easy.
that all the time. I tell
And then
this
I
kid to
promise
put
you
his
that if
pants
you
up.
see somebody
All the
like that
time.
and somebody else sitting there, be like, oh, look at how, like you said, he put his pants
Yeah.
up. Oh, he just had him pull his pants up.
Mhm.
And then there's another man seeing you do that, be like, oh shit, I can do that shit too. Especially as
Yeah.
a black man.
Well, we know that.
It helps.
Yes,
We know
you're
that.
right,
Oh,
Keith.
yeah.
You're absolutely right. But again, it takes a village, right?
It does.
Okay.
But you could be the start of that village.
Exactly.
And
You can be the
and I'm
start
doing,
of
I'm
that
doing that.
village.
I'm doing that
You
in,
can be the
the
start.
way that I know how, and that's through basketball.
And that's
That's
good.
good.
That's
Okay.
great.
That's
And that's
good.
amazing. And keep it up because that's gonna
And
that's
I'm
gonna
actually
make a major
proud.
difference.
I'm proud that I have more females clientele than. Now, I'm not even calling them clientele. Little sisters. Okay, because they need just as much, if not even more, of male attention. Because all these little knuckleheads
And
out
they
here,
did,
they going after them.
Yeah.
I love my
Get
little
the
sisters,
knuckleheads
yo. I
out.
love my little hoop sisters, yo.
Right, but who
But look,
Get the
And I'm
knuckleheads
telling
up.
you, it's the perception.
Wait, not all kids are receptive to knowledge. However, persistence is key. You gotta start with breaking down the walls built from those around them, giving up on them.
And you can't just say don't do
You
this,
need
don't
to
do
be
that.
there.
You gotta
You
explain to
girl.
them
Yeah.
why not to do it.
Yeah.
What the consequences are going to be. Imagine me telling a kid, oh, don't touch the stove, and they be like, well, damn, that's where the food comes from. Why I'm not going to touch the stove? Oh, don't touch the stove, sweetie, because sometimes it can be on and it can be hot and you can get it's dangerous. Then I'm going to have to take you to the hospital. You're going to get burned. Explain to them so then they understand. Like,
And then from there, they can make their own choice.
They can make their own
Then
choice.
from there, they can
touch
make
the
their own
stove or
choice.
not.
They can touch it or they don't touch it.
And then
If
they
touch
learn
it, they
from
get burnt.
experience.
Then they gonna come to you and be like, and then you go. All you
touch
gotta
that
say
stove.
is,
I
I
tell
told
with
you.
curiosity.
I told you.
And some
And then from there,
Some
that
kids-
can build that relationship that they need
Like, oh,
because they're gonna
shit,
say, you
they-
know what? They did tell me not to
Yeah,
do that,
very
and I
true.
went ahead and did it, and I
We need
burned
to-
myself. So
She
now
doing
that
it.
I did that, so
You
now that
doing
I
it though.
did
Both are
that,
doing it
you know what
already.
I'm saying? Like it works. It works.
hard.
It
And
is
it's
hard.
hard.
It's
It's
not
not
always
easy.
true. It's gonna
It's
always
hard.
And we're not
Look,
gonna save
if you
everybody.
run around, who knows what them girls be doing?
Man, what?
Exactly.
You know what
It's
I'm
gonna
saying?
always-
It
it's
is
gonna
hard.
always be
It
hard.
is hard too. I had a single mother. I had a father in the home, and then they divorced. And then my mom raised me and my brother. And my dad was around, but my dad was doing him. So I had to learn how to be a strong woman from my mother. Yes, I was curious. Yes, I did dumb stuff. But I had people in my life and mentors in my life that was there for me, males and females. And then I decided, I was like, you know what? I need to get back to my community. I could have went to LA. I could have went to New York. I could have been selfish and just did me. And most people, they are like, dang, Poker, you should have did that because I worked hard for you to do that. I get that. But on the same token, it's bigger than me. It's
way
bigger than me. These
And
kids out here
you can
need
tell,
us.
and you can
It's
tell
bigger.
that the kids that she works for,
Yeah.
they need it because just like how when we first all came together and first met, and two of her young ladies came in there, and we asked them questions like, "What would you like to hear about?"
Oh
on the
yeah, I
podcast?
remember that joint.
And one of the girls really broke down because you can tell that she needed that. She
Yeah.
needed that outlet, but she needed to feel that she was safe in order to do that outlet. And nowadays,
Y'all-
it's hard for people to
How
feel
y'all think
safe.
kids express themselves like that at
Say,
home?
Rita.
No.
Like that
No,
situation
they
when we
hide.
had that first day when
Kids
we had that
hide
meeting.
a lot of
Kids
things.
That should be
hide
healthy at
Too
home.
much.
They
They
hide
hide
way
too much. You want to know why? Because
Way
they're
too
scared.
To the point, I've been a time where I tell my coach more shit than I tell my mother.
Okay, so
Yeah.
somebody
That's
just
true.
commented
That is very
on her
true.
live and they said, truth be told, you gotta tell kids you'll fuck up so they can understand why you telling them what you telling, not just to tell them
Yeah.
what to do, but telling them what you did wrong as to why you telling them right.
Yeah.
Kids
Yes.
don't take
Yeah.
to adults that think they just know it all.
Yeah.
Whereas
That is
telling them
very
your
true.
story, which is very true. And
Yeah.
I say that a lot when I'm at work and I see these young kids having kids, and to myself I'm just like, I don't think they really gonna raise these kids right because they're not really gonna tell these kids the shit that they've been through, and I feel like that's where a lot of parents fall. Like for me, I'm gonna be as open as I possibly can with my daughter and let her know the shit that I've done, and let her know, baby, if you follow these footsteps, you're gonna end up just like me. And the last thing I want to see is you to end up just like me.
I want you to be better than me.
And that's
But
what we doing
that's
with
where
our
a lot of
girls.
parents fail because they fear and they feel like if I tell my kid the truth about me, they're gonna look at me differently. Who gives a fuck if they look at you differently?
Yep. At least they know.
At least they know the fucking truth.
And they don't
the
wait
biggest
until
part.
they're
They
adults
wouldn't look
to
at
have
you
to figure
differently,
that
though.
out.
They will. And now they'll look at you differently from a standpoint of they'll either
When your
have more
daughter
respect
25, she
or
gonna
they'll
look
have
at you.
less respect.
She gonna respect you 1,000 times more.
She might respect me at that age when it's time for me to tell her what's up.
Yeah.
When
right.
she hits them teenage years and feels like I want to venture off, I think I want to take that chance and to be sexually active. I'm gonna let her know, baby. Wait until you are truly ready, or wait until you are married.
You think that convo gonna come like that?
Yes, I do. Because
hope
I'm gonna
that
be,
convo come like that with me.
I'm having like that with my mama.
I'm gonna be as real.
Okay,
Yeah, I hope that
hold on,
comes.
y'all. Let's take a break. We've been at this for we put in some time. Okay?
Every
Put in
Sunday.
some time this Sunday. God damn it. So look, let's take a quick 5, and we'll pick up where we left off.
You need
Okay.
a corkscrew.
You sure can.
Don't
got a
worry, I've
corkscrew?
been YouTubing. I gotta.
She said having
Gotta love you. We'll be right back to more DGB podcast, Dream God Believe, here at Win DC Radio.
Oh yeah, that is my
We back.
Hey, hi, we are back. Welcome back to the Win DC Radio. I am your host, JR, here at DGB Podcast, Dream, Grind, Believe. Wow. I must admit, that was a hell of a segment.
It was amazing.
Hell of a segment.
Raw conversations are always the best conversations.
And so I guess I would like to start off this second segment with a solution, or what could be a solution to get to our youth. Some of the things that what can we do to at least just start getting the snowball effect, get the ball rolling with saving our youth. Like what you guys have any ideas or people you may know that can help start a foundation? I don't know. Like what
We
y'all got?
definitely need to have more Q&As with our youth. We need to hear them. We need to understand what's going on. We need to sit down with them. I don't just teach my kids just dance. Sometimes I sit down with them and I'm like, what's going on in the schools? What's going on with y'all sexually? What's going on with y'all? Y'all liking girls? Y'all liking guys? What's going on? Are y'all beating up people? Are y'all getting beat up? Like, what is going on? And sometimes you have to do that because they might not want to reach out to their parents.
Right.
You might be their mentor, their big sister that they can confide in, but then we have to find a twist where we can help them but still have that cool range with them where they feel trusting in us, where they can still confide in us. So I definitely feel like we need to have a Q&A moment where they talk to us, we talk to them, you know, and then there's a lot of peer pressure going on. Like, I can't tell you how I feel because I don't want you to think of me in a certain type of light. That's what's going on with them. So we really have to find something that's really going to stick. We can't just do something one time and then don't do it again. So we really got to think, like, what's going to hold and get our youth
Like, I feel like something like
permanently.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say like a community center, but some type of building where it's just for teens, where they can come and be themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably 2 or 3 days out the week, they can just come. They don't really have to do no activities. They can just chill and get shit off their mind. You know what I'm saying? Like how they have at the churches. What is it? The Catholic Church, where they got the little box. And they say like the confessions. Yeah, like something along those lines, because you do have some people that want to express themselves, but they don't want to be known who they are. You know what I'm saying? To keep that confidentiality in it. You know, something along those lines that will make them feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Because I feel like within this youth there are a lot of hidden secrets.
Yeah.
There are, and I feel like there's a lot of broken hearts, a lot of undried tears. And the crazy part is, even though I'm almost 30 years old, it's probably something that another kid is going through that I've already experienced. And we have a lot in common with a lot of these kids, more than we may think or more than we may know, because we feel like, oh, when I'm an adult, I've been there, I've done it. Just because you've been there and done that doesn't mean that what you have been through can't help the next person get through.
And even not even just adults, some people out here that's just as old or older than us can learn from some experience that we've been through. They're like, okay, you did that? Yeah, I did that. You know what I mean? And it's not, and of course kids are the future, but we still got people out here, like our older people, elders and stuff, that still have major parts in the world that we gotta, you know, still reach out to them, because some of them don't even know how to be emotionally attached to their life and, you know, express themselves how they, you know, in order for their voice to be heard and for problems to get solved. And especially, like, I know we say this a lot, but just in the Black community, it's looked down upon to go to therapy. It's
I don't
looked
know
down
why.
upon
Shit,
to
my
have,
therapist
to
was
have
the bomb.
my therapist
Yeah.
is awesome.
My therapist
You know what I
was
mean?
shit.
And
I
people,
used to
they
look forward to
yes,
going to therapy.
they
Every
look
Sunday.
down on it. I don't
Exactly.
get it. And it's just they look down on being helped. I think you know what I mean. So
Gotcha.
we gotta
It
be
makes you look
okay. Yeah, you think I go
Hell
to
no.
therapy.
Now I
But
do
therapy
feel like
helps a lot.
before, because I see it a lot at my job, I get a lot of parents that will call and say, I think my child needs therapy, this, that, and the third. And it frustrates me a little bit because I want to ask them, and I know I can't, but in my head I'm like, well, do you talk to him?
Right.
Do you try to talk to him? Did you create that window for your child to feel comfortable
Or you
enough
put
to
up a
talk to
wall?
you? Because most of the time, if you feel like your child needs therapy, that's because you've made them feel like they can't talk to you.
Exactly.
And you probably made them feel this way years ago. And now that shit is really happening in their lives, they're like, fuck it, I'm not gonna say nothing, I'm just gonna keep everything, within. And that's gonna affect their performance, that's gonna affect their attitude, it's gonna affect everything that they do.
Yeah.
But of course, I can't ask that question, but it's like, even though there's nothing wrong with therapy, I feel like it starts at home first.
Yes, it does.
And if you, as a parent, don't have that capability to talk to your child, there's a way to talk to your child without feeling like you're being a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Because me and my father have that relationship. When we conversate, I know he's still my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to disrespect him regardless of what conversation will happen. He'll let me curse, he'll let me scream, he'll let me do whatever I need to do to get my emotions out. And then he'll tell me
Okay,
what he
now
needs to
this is
tell
what's
me.
gonna happen.
Exactly. And it's not he's my friend more than my dad. No, he's still my dad, but he knows how to talk to me and make me feel the way that I need to feel and get me to think the way I need to think so I can move forward in whatever is going on in my life.
And just like you said, just like JR said too, the question he opened up with, is you said it starts at home, and you said we got to start a program or something. You got to start. It's no point of keep talking about we got to do this, we got to do this, we got to do this. Nothing's gonna happen without action. We got to start somewhere, whether we do trial and error or something, but we're going to have to start with something.
Have to.
So what I would like for our viewers to do, and we're going to try to get this acclimated to the show, if you could tell us a topic you would like for us to discuss or a situation that you've been through and you might want to hear our perspective, our views, our opinions, we'd like you to DM us. What I'm going to do is shout out everybody's DM or let everybody shout their own DMs out on Instagram page.
Of course, if you want, wish to.
Right. And you know what I'm saying? If you like what Jelly was saying and her opinions and her point of view, talk to her. She's a very open
Hey,
person.
I'm open,
Very-
girl.
very
I'm open to any and everybody. Like, I don't really text and shit like that on my phone. Like, of course, like on like some relationship type shit. I'm really focused on what I need to do for me and my daughter. So if you are one of those persons that feel like you just need to talk to somebody, talk to me. My nigga, I've been holding secrets for damn near
Years.
15 years.
Still holding take to
Okay, like, and the crazy part is I hold on so many secrets I forget the shit. Until you bring that up back to me, I'm like, oh damn, we talked about that because I feel like once you say it and I see progress, ain't no need to keep dwelling on it. You know what I'm saying? You can always talk to me, always. And I'm not a biased person. I'm not a sexist person. I approach everything with an open mind, and don't come to me talking about something. Oh well, I'm in this relationship. My boyfriend this, my boyfriend that, because I need to hear the other side of the story.
Exactly.
I don't never go with one side. I have to hear the other side. But if you just need to get it off your chest, feel free. Get it off your chest. We can talk all night.
Poke, anything you want to add on to that? People want to DM you or where they can get you at?
If y'all want to talk to me, my email is proca.element@gmail. If y'all are artists and rappers and singers and y'all want people to listen to your stuff, me and Gio are willing to listen to it, play it in our podcast from 8 to 10.
No cursing. Nah, fuck that. Yes, you can, because I curse.
But we want some type of damn it, some type of lyrics. All right, the whole song ain't about to be a daggone cursing dictionary.
Don't give me no Versace. Don't give me that shit. Give me some real music.
Some raw
Real music. And we don't just want to listen to hip hop. We listen to everything over here. So, yeah.
Except country.
No, we listen to country.
Country
Right, don't do that to Hootie and the Blowfish out here. What's wrong with you?
I don't.
Gemini mode, sorry.
I won't do country.
Sorry, that was a Gemini shockwave on his ass.
A quick switch.
That was a quick switch. Don't do that to country. They tell the best
Said a
stories.
Gemini shockwave. I need to write that in my dictionary so when my daughter get it, she's having a Gemini
shockwave.
Okay, I know what this is.
Yeah, she does this quite often.
Junior left me out, so I'm.
We gotta talk about signs. That's a really good topic to really talk about.
What?
That's a lot.
Astrology.
Yeah, we're really
I gotta
getting
do
into
some
like.
research, but it is
Why
some
do
truth to that.
everybody do that to me?
It
You
is some
a
truth.
Gemini.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Cause my daughter a Gemini.
Like, don't do that to us.
That's
Don't do that to us. I don't know. I think we cool. We creative. We just passionate.
Hey, is this a day and time where women should start like hollering at guys, like shooting their shot?
Yeah.
Nigga, I've been shooting my
That's what
shot.
I'm saying.
Shit.
Like what shot?
I've been
Hold on,
shooting my shot since high school. Motherfuckers used to hate going to the mall with me.
Yo.
Hey, you.
I'm about to ask. Hey, ladies, what shot pickup line to get a dude?
It
Like,
depends on the dude.
no, like what would y'all say walking up to him? Like, nigga sitting there, he drinking his coffee at Starbucks. What you say?
You said he drinking coffee.
If he had Starbucks, you know, you want to look. I'm gonna give y'all a scenario. Dude at Starbucks got his coffee, working on his laptop.
Dude at Starbucks
He
got
wearing-
his coffee. Now,
He got on a suit.
have we made eye contact?
You want? Okay, sure. You know.
Because I don't approach you if we don't make eye
Yeah, it's
contact.
not-
Cause it's a look we
Because
see.
I gotta
look we
see.
see.
I gotta know that you see me looking at you.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So what kind of look are we talking? Are we talking like I'm
He
working?
can be on his laptop and just look up,
And be like, oh,
and
okay.
then I can catch it. Like, all right, bet, and I can go over there and shoot my shot.
So
But
how long is this look? Is it like a?
No, it ain't gotta be
It
long.
gotta be long. It could be a
It
glance.
could be a glance, like,
It's like, okay, what's up? I see you. I see you too, girl.
yeah,
Come.
I see
Now,
you.
does it matter if he didn't give you like any eyebrow or
Nah, you ain't gotta do all that. Once
Okay.
we make eye contact,
so eye
and
contact?
I feel like you feeling me the way I'm feeling you, I'ma go and sit my ass down. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? You know, and then
Uh-huh.
from there, we'll see how it go. If he interacts with the conversation, he look up, you know, take a sip of his coffee, whatever, and then we go from there. It just depends. Like, I don't approach everybody the same.
Right.
It depends on who you are and where we at and things like that. Sometimes I can get loud and ghetto as fuck. Sometimes I can be cool and play it off smooth. You know, it just depends.
Superwoman, because I ain't doing that shit.
What you mean?
You
I
gonna do
ain't
a
doing
poker?
that. I'm
What you-
not
you don't
doing
approach
that.
Like if you, I mean like.
I don't approach you.
Shit.
Nah, I can't.
I go
If you don't
smack.
If you don't feel it, well, I feel it. I'm like, oh, you look nice. Okay. If you don't feel like I look
Nah,
nice,
baby.
nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. I'm not about to walk. No, because no. The one time I did, no, I did do that. The one time I did, and I would never do it again. I went up to the guy and I was like, oh, hey, what's going on? How you doing? And he was just like, yo, what's going on? And I was like, so are you dating anybody? Just like,
Damn,
you
like,
got
shit.
straight
like,
through.
yeah,
That's-
because it's like, what? I don't got all
Yeah,
the
I got
time
you,
for
I
that.
got you.
Are you dating somebody? Like, you good? Well, I am dating somebody. Oh, okay, cool. How the fuck do I get out of that situation now? It's
I just want to be
okay.
like, oh, I just wanted to let you know you look good. Have going about your business.
Yeah, how do I?
Listen, you could have
It's
said my
almost like,
home.
well,
Oh, okay,
I
because
gotta
my
go.
homegirl was
No.
trying to holler at
I
you,
just-
but
no,
that's how you. That could have been one.
No.
So you had a bad
I hate
experience.
when
Yeah, I
niggas
can't
do that.
Okay.
I hate when, matter of
Come
fact,
holler at
a little
me
nigga
for
try to do that shit
A
on the
little
cruise.
nigga.
A little nigga.
Because they was young. You know what I'm saying? They was younger than me. Because the average person on a cruise didn't know my real age. They thought I was younger than what I really am. And I'm like, nah, because the little boy, I think he said he was 24 or some shit like that. And he was like, well, because I asked him, I said, well, how old you think we are? Because it was me and some other young ladies at the table. He was like, well, I was told you should never. I said, look, I don't know about them, but I don't look my age, baby. So it's a compliment to me if you say I look younger than what I really am. So we can play this game. Shit, you boosted my head, okay? I don't take offense to that shit. So it's like, oh, the other girls, you don't ask it. Bitch.
Hold on,
Bitch.
hold on,
But
Joe.
anyway.
Hold on, before you continue, what's your pickup line, Key?
I don't have one.
So when you were poker, you wouldn't go up?
No, I'm too scared.
Too scared? I know
For
that's
me,
right.
it's like not so much that I'm scared. I just rather not. I'd rather not. So like, if you see me, I'll sit and I'll wait till you come and I'll flutter my eyes a little bit. I'm like, oh hi, how are you?
Yeah.
And then if you don't, I'm just like, oh, okay, you know.
Yeah,
don't.
shoot
If
your
y'all don't fucking come out with me and tell me you like somebody, I'm gonna put put your
You
shit
gonna put it on blast.
blast.
And I'ma let you
Hey,
blast it.
hey,
put
Kia,
your-
my friend Kia right here.
I'ma let you
Hey,
blast
excuse me,
it.
Slim with the
you right there,
cheerleaders
you right there with the Jordans.
I'ma let you
The
blast
Jordans.
it,
I think them the
girl.
new ones that came out, right? Yeah, you.
Hold
Come here.
on.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna come to you real quick. I'm gonna go on over there.
Hold on, let
I'm
me.
gonna talk my shit, and then we gonna see what happens.
G, what about you?
I be too scared.
Come on, what are y'all scared
y'all
of? The worst he can do is say no.
And that's what
And that's the thing, I'm ready. How do you
Oh
pick
my
from a no?
God.
Like, how do you pick
You
your-
strong
How do
black
you-
women
how
are
do you pick
scared
your
of a
race?
no?
How do you pick
You
your
scared
favorite?
of a no?
I'm not scared of a no. I'm just like, I don't feel like dealing with that shit. I ain't scared of it. It's gonna happen. And it's like, shut up.
How's it gonna happen if you don't say nothing?
Like, nah, like,
Keep it moving. Just be like,
I'm gonna keep it
okay.
moving because it's never gonna
Perfect
happen.
example.
we go.
I'm gonna keep it moving
Because I never
because it's never
stop.
gonna
Perfect
The
happen.
shit I'm talking about.
Perfect
Strong
example.
black women.
A nigga I used to talk
It
to,
won't even go say
fell
hi
off.
to
But
the
that's what,
nigga.
but I heard
You are
some
terrible.
people say they don't
I
like that.
grew up. I've been trying to shoot my shot.
Yeah, but I'll
Every time
be
I
honest
shoot
with
my
you.
shot, he
If a
ignore
chick
me.
comes
You
saying
ain't
what's
give
up
me
to me,
a direct
that's
yes,
flattering
you
because
ain't give me a
that
direct
doesn't
yes.
happen
He just
every
said
day
no
unless you're a
until he
celebrity.
finally
nigga.
told me the truth. And I'm like, well,
You know
nigga,
what
you
I
should
mean?
just told me the
From
truth
the
from the
jump.
beginning.
Oh.
Oh, all right, go on about your business. I
See,
wish
Jelly
you
is
and her
Jelly's a
the
different breed.
best. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody
Now, if y'all don't work out,
Listen,
just know I still got
Jelly
you
is
in my
different.
radar.
She's really a
But
nigga.
still in
I
my
can't,
radar.
yeah, you
Really a
still in my
nigga.
radar, but I
With
can't,
a
you know what I'm
vajay.
saying?
But
Oh,
dude,
Walk
give
on
that-
your
dude,
turf
give
the way that I
that-
once
no,
was
like,
because you
it's not
already
You
easy.
most
fucked
damn
up
you,
with
yes,
me.
either.
yes.
So it's
I ain't
like,
gonna be mad.
that's
You
why
already
women
yes.
are not getting.
Hey,
It's hard
dudes
for
need a
guys.
plan
And it's
now.
hard for
But
guys
just
to
don't
Dudes need
tell
a
me.
plan to come and
Don't-
talk to y'all.
Just don't come up to me telling me that your homeboy want to talk to me because I'm gonna look back and say, so you ain't got a mouth?
See, why
You can't
oh
speak
my
for
God.
yourself. You gotta tell your boy to come over here.
Now, Jelly, wait.
It's
See, now
not
this is
easy.
why, Jelly, this is why serial killers are born, okay? You cannot be, why are you so mean?
I'm not being
That's
mean.
not
You got a
Maybe-
mouth for a reason. Talk.
Maybe he's
'Cause
not
you-
ready
Well,
for your type of
Then
personality,
your
but
friend
he
should've
likes
came
you.
over here because once you send your friend my way,
Look at
baby, you was
this.
automatically cut.
Oh my
You
God. So you're not
automatically
even gonna give him a chance.
Fuck
That
no.
could be your future.
That is
Well,
But
I'm gonna let that future pass. It's another one coming.
See, that you're picky. See,
I ain't picky, but
That's
don't do
picky.
that because I'm confident in myself to approach you. So don't lack confidence.
but how does he
within
know
yourself.
that? How does he know you confident
Because
to
I'm
approach
gonna
him?
look at you. Excuse me. You want to talk to me? They be like,
Like,
yeah.
please.
So why
Come on in,
you
tell
ain't
me
say
right
nothing for yourself?
Boom, that's a conversation right there.
And then
Wow.
once he give me his answer, depending on what his answer is, I'm like, oh, all right, well, have a great day. Holla at you.
Fucking holler. You know what?
Holla at you.
I can't. That seems.
Well, what's
Sorry,
your
that-
pickup?
we
What's
too
your
wild,
pickup
we're
line?
too
wild.
As a man, as the only man in here, what's your pickup line?
We're too grown for that.
Listen,
Ain't slim.
I don't have a pickup line.
Okay, so how do you interact with
Word Up Magazine, face ass.
limousine. That's the pickup line.
So how do you approach a female then?
Me? It depends on the situation.
Exactly.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
So if
For
you
me-
seen a young lady in Starbucks on her computer, drinking her
man.
mocha latte
I feel
or
like you
whatever
would
it
just
is.
be
man.
too geeky. You're so
Geeky?
silly. Yeah.
Geeky though? No. I'm
You like
not
your coffee?
Yo, why y'all coming for my? Why y'all coming for me like this? Why y'all coming for me?
You
like
mean
this?
you'll be too goofy?
Yeah,
All right. I ain't gonna. All right, listen, y'all partial.
He does. He does try
I
to
would
use his
use
humor
jokes.
a lot.
I would use my
He tries to
jokes.
use his own.
Just wondering. if
But
you
the
get
jokes
But
is
you
the
know why?
gauge.
You
Hold
know
on.
why? Because they
Listen.
always say if a man can make a woman laugh,
They,
he's a winner.
it's a
That's it.
fact.
I mean,
It is a fact, but also it lets me know like, okay, she has a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, she's pretty serious, so I gotta come with some business type shit.
Okay.
Oh, she might not be bothered, want to be bothered right
Okay.
now. She might got a man. Like I can gauge a lot by coming with
A
a
joke.
joke, with a joke.
With a joke.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
You
I
know,
got you. I
if
got
she
you.
smiles and show her teeth, you know, like okay, she's
So
Hey, look, you probably do that to make sure she got some
yeah.
teeth.
So somebody's in there. What type of joke would you say while she's on her computer and drink her coffee?
What kind of joke would I say?
Yeah.
like, what would be
Yeah, what
your
would be
opening
your joke?
thing?
Yeah.
Okay, understand this. I'm not a comedian where I have a
Well, you just
specific
said you
bar
need
of
a
a
joke.
joke.
I'm so
You
glad
said you needed a joke.
For real, I don't have a specific bar joke that I'm just going to lay. You know, girl, you fine as water because I'm thirsty. Like I don't have. That's not. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that. That's not me.
That's such a cheesy pickup line.
That's what. That's not a pickup line.
Just
That's
like when motherfuckers, they had that
I say
fucking
that's not me, and
that
she gonna
time
use it
frame
as
when
if
everybody
it-
was using them little whack ass emojis
Oh,
and
yeah,
shit,
tall glass of
scrolling in
water.
people DMs
Yes.
and shit, talking about something. Oh, Roscoe, there he is. You found him, bitch. If you ain't fuck out my DM, you was so fucking
fellas,
corny,
the
bro.
best thing for today's time, today's time to talk to a woman, the best thing to say, excuse me, miss, how you doing? Do you mind if I talk to you?
Yeah,
about how
that's
you doing?"
cool.
That's the safest,
That's cool.
safest
That's
thing
cool.
to
I
do.
can do that.
Unless you are these
Excuse me,
popular rappers with all this goddamn
Well, you can just
gangsta
be like,
Oh,
ladies and
and
start
for all y'all
saying
niggas
some
that
wild
do slide
shit.
in my DMs, please, y'all get the fuck on my nerves with this shit here. How you doing, beautiful? I know you get told you beautiful all the time, but I just had to. Bitch, yes, I get called beautiful every day.
Why is he a
I know
bitch?
you get told this. If you know it, then
Listen,
Yes.
listen, niggas, we gotta have a plan to talk to y'all,
that plan
okay?
is shitty, and that
Alright,
plan
but
is
we
gonna
gotta
get you
have
ignored.
one. We got to have
Alright, I'm telling you
something
the plan.
of a
If you wanna hop
backup.
in my DM, please don't put
Hey,
that
is
extra
it-
shit. You can
yo,
call me beautiful. You
Is
can
there
say I'm
DM?
fine,
Is there
you can say-
DM courtesy?
That's
Is there
fine.
DM
But
courtesy?
don't sit over here and do all that extra
sorry,
shit
courtesy.
and talk about some goddamn. I know you get this all the time. Yes, I
Hey,
get it at
talk to
least
me,
once
fellas.
a day.
What is DM etiquette?
The fuck, I get it once
What's
a day.
what's DM etiquette? Because text could be read differently.
Text can be read differently.
So if I'm coming in
But
like
you only know I'm yelling if I'm writing in all caps. Cause
Or exclamations.
I hate text talk. I promise you, don't WYD me all fucking day. I hate that shit.
What you like,
Spell
Jelly?
your shit
You
the
know
fuck
what?
out.
We gonna
Let
do
me
this.
know you.
What you looking for, Jelly? What you like?
I'm not looking for anything.
That's why I changed it. I changed. What do you like?
I like a man to show that he is fucking educated and he passed English with at least a C. I ain't gonna say A or B because C will let me know that you know how to spell your words. That lets me know you can articulate yourself. Don't. I hate when motherfuckers sit up here and say GM, how's your day? Bitch, if you don't spell out good morning, how was your day? Don't have
But
ask
it's
me.
text messages.
Don't have ask me no
Yeah, 'cause it's
motherfucking
like, what's the
sentence.
point
Because
of
if you
doing
can
that? You
spell
might
out
as well
how
say
was your
morning.
day, you can
All
spell
that.
out good morning.
Listen, that's not.
Just like I'm gonna
That's
do that.
true.
Yes,
Really?
because when I get up, I'm gonna send you a
No,
full
you
blown.
you take it. You OD with it.
No, I'm not.
What?
More.
Because I'm giving you the positive energy in the morning.
Hella
I
G's,
put
and then
hella
go
O's.
end it with a sunlight.
Yes, because
the sun
this
emoji.
is energy. This is energy. I'm
That
giving
is
you
true.
my energy,
And
and I'm
especially
feeding
in
you
the
my energy.
morning.
So if I send you that long ass good morning, don't send me no born ass
Exactly.
GM.
Reciprocate.
And your shit and my shit shows when I
Reciprocate.
read your messages, baby, and that bitch gonna say read, and you gonna text me back. So what you doing? Why you ain't respond? Revert back to your first text message you sent me when you first woke up. Does that motherfucker say GM or good morning? GM?
Well,
It's not good morning to me.
but
That's
GM
not good morning.
how
That's
do
a
they-
lazy. That is
how do
a
they know
lazy
that?
text.
How do they know that?
When
Y'all know
telling
this?
you now.
I'm telling you now, and I tell you this when you fucking want to get to know me. Do not shortchange your fucking text messages when it comes to me because I'm not going to shortchange you when I respond to your
Yeah.
fucking text. You will not get a
All right.
fucking
All right.
WYD. You will not get a GM. You will not get a GN. You will not get
This
none of
is
that
text
short ass
message
bullshit.
etiquette.
Because I know how to have a conversation, whether we are texting or on the phone, and I'm going to let you know that so you know you ain't fucking with no illiterate ass bitch.
Have y'all
Wow.
noticed she hasn't blinked yet?
Okay?
She
So
hasn't
don't do
blinked.
that shit. That shit irks my fucking nerve. As soon as
All
you
right,
say GM,
all right, all right,
you're
all right. You're scaring them off now. Wait.
That's fine.
All right.
You scared. That means you weak. Like,
Oh my goodness. Oh my
I
Lord.
was thinking that she
Oh,
just said it.
God.
You ain't weak, but you
Boga,
just
do
ain't
you have
weak.
any text message
You just ain't
etiquette
nigga for
that
me.
you hate? You want to put out there?
Just don't text
She
me.
said just don't text.
Don't text.
So you like a caller. You like a person to call.
Like
you.
a caller.
She likes a caller.
I
Okay.
like a caller. I dance. Look, I don't got time for all the
Stopping and pausing. I got you. I
Call
got
me.
you.
See how my day's been going. Talk
And
to
not
me.
even just
Have
at
a
night. Call me in the
conversation.
middle of the day.
Yeah.
On your lunch break.
Yes,
Yeah, on my
lunch break.
break.
How was
Something.
work this morning?
this.
I just want to see how your day's going.
Exactly.
It's just a morning, lunch, and dinner type of thing. As adults, we don't have time for the
The in between.
all day,
That's
all
what I'm saying.
3 o'clock in the morning. You on the phone all night.
Oh, no, I can't
Don't
do
nobody
that,
got
baby.
time.
I
I
crash
got a
at
baby. I gotta go to sleep.
Crash. Once
If
my
you
girl
want
go
a
to sleep,
Yeah. That's annoying.
ah,
Yes.
soon as she
Yes.
soon as she
Yes.
And
shuts
so,
her
and
mouth.
you're kid. You're also on that call wave. You don't like
Yes.
to text.
Call me.
Call
Don't
you.
text me.
I will
First
say
of all,
call me,
because
but my
I don't
service
pay
shit.
attention too much.
My service
And call
shit.
me on FaceTime if you can, because I'm trying to see what you
Yeah,
look
we
like
have
when you not,
FaceTime,
when you
yeah.
not, because I'll put
When
the
you're not
phone
on
to the
social
ceiling.
media?
I'll put the phone to the ceiling real quick if I'm not looking good. But I want to see what you look like
She
when you're
said
not,
if
you
I'm not
know,
looking good.
out. You know what I mean? But
Well, shit,
Wow.
nigga, give me 24 E's, okay? This is what the fuck is.
And
I don't get on
And don't tell me I
Yeah,
look tired
she
because
got
I've been
you.
working.
Exactly.
That's
You're
just how I
you're a
am.
text message or you're a caller?
I feel like I'm a little bit of everything. I'm a texter at first. I gotta get comfortable.
I got you.
Be
Got you.
rapping on the phone and be on like FaceTime and stuff. But
I got
niggas
you.
be blowing me with the phone, so that's a little bit.
It's a whole nother
One week they got a
topic.
phone, one week they don't have a phone, one week they got their trap phone,
Here
one
we-
week they phone.
Man.
So
Yeah,
hear
they
what the
been
ladies,
wrong.
hearing what they have to say, what they want, what they
Yeah, it's
expect,
hard to
or
call
their
me, though, 'cause
expectations.
I'm usually always in the car.
My kid takes my
And,
phone when I have a
and
conversation with you.
I don't really like to
My
like
young
Yeah.
girls are
converse with
listening.
people
Mommy,
when my
do
daughter's
this.
This is
around.
how it is supposed
She
to be
be
done.
taking mom be like,
Okay.
call mommy.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm like,
like-
Aaliyah, the phone's for me. Like, I know. Hello?
All right. Before we wrap up, do we have any more announcements? Any more announcements? Poker, one more time, your date, please.
Oh, May 26th at Flowers High School, 6
Sure.
p.m. The Masterpiece, Raw Element Dance Company presents The Masterpiece, a 10-year concert. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, Raw Element. We have Beyond the Lights, the Raw Element story. So definitely check it out.
That's so awesome.
What else? Oh, artists, singers, rappers, dancers, definitely email me, Polka CEO, Raw Element at Gmail, so we can put your stuff out here every Sunday from 8 to 10. Yeah.
Gang. Mr. Dad.
End it with that.
Yeah. Talent show this Friday. Come on out. It's free. Everything's free. I hope my podcastians will be able to join 7 o'clock at New Chapel Baptist Church. I believe that's in Clinton, Maryland. I hope so. So definitely come see the talented youth perform. We got some dancers, some singers, some poets, some acting, monologues. So it should be a great evening of talent. If there are no more announcements that need to be said.
Nah, but my homeboy wanted me to shout him out.
Okay.
He got his own little clothing line. He got some hot shit too.
Oh.
I ain't buying on because I'm too fat for that.
Shit.
But hit him up on IG is Passion Killers.
Passion Killers.
His personal IG is Wild Lover. And he got some dope shit. I actually just seen it before I went on the cruise. I was like, damn, I should have probably got me a couple of them. But again, I'm too fat for that. So we gonna keep the fat under wraps until further notice.
DGB Fitness coming back this summer.
Okay?
DGB Fitness coming back this summer. Shit, I need to get
Since
back. I need to
since
get
got
back.
too many extra
I've been eating
rolls.
now a little too
Oh,
much.
sign your
Extra
kids up.
rolls.
Sorry, y'all. Sorry. That was another
somebody-
announcement. Sign your
thought somebody
kids
got
up. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. RawElementDance.com. Sign your kids up. Everybody's complaining about, oh, my kid doesn't have something to do. My kid doesn't have something to do. Put them in my dance class, boys and girls, ages 7 all the way up to 15. They can audition for the company. Once they get in the company, they will be performing. They will be background dancing. They will be doing shows. My kids are tired. They have to have honor roll. They have to do what they need to do. If you want your kid to be something, have that confidence, and really be a pioneer and really be a leader in this community, get them in my classes now. And it's only $120 a month. Only $120 a month. So
No.
yeah.
Oh, I got something.
What you got for
Yeah,
me?
shout out.
Everyone follow my hair page called
There we go.
The Braid God, THA, Braid God, GAWDD. I just started it. All my friends been pressing me out to start it. I actually have like 50-something clients that I've already done in the last few weeks.
Hey. Right now.
I'm super excited. Got a booth in a salon and everything. So
Yes. Amazing.
yes.
Oh, well, then I might as well, you know what I'm saying? Hey, hold on. Hey, how you work this thing? Okay, here we go. Hey, I train basketball skills, DGB, skills and development. If you have any youth, boys or girls, high school, college, boy and or pro, DM me at DGB Skills on IG, or follow me also on my other IG page, 2RealJR24. It's a movement. It's definitely a movement. DGB Wave, baby. DGB Wave. All right.
Yeah.
And with that being said, we are out. Thank you for watching for another exciting episode of DGB Podcast, Dream, Grab, Believe Podcast. We are here live leaving Win DC Radio. And Gio, take us out, baby. Acapella?
No music.
Turn it up,
Fuck it. No music. No music. No music. No music. No music. No music.
You want no break?
No.
Oh.